talking about your big-titted aunt. Your big-titty aunt.
That is great. That's great that you are so out of touch. What about me being 99% great and 1% evil? Okay?
Put the mic in your face, you
I just don't get this part anymore.
That doesn't seem new to me. That sounds like right when veganism started to hit.
No.
Really? I mean, vegetarian was a thing.
We're recording, right, Donnie? Let's see. This is how we do it. My father in 1975 became, well, they said vegetarian.
That's what I'm saying, vegetarian. Yeah.
He said, but I know vegan is different, right?
Yeah.
It's just a different style, different word. I'm sure there's
I
plenty
think
of
vegan
people.
means no animal products at all.
That is what vegan means, and that's my diet. Sean Daniel, a YouTuber.
We're back.
Great regard.
Oh, yeah. We got Sean back on the show.
Yeah,
Sean back.
I'm a vegan. I want to let it be known I didn't be like, hey, let's talk about veganism. You guys were like, let's talk about it. Because everybody wants to be like, oh, guess what? I'm vegan. Let me talk about it all the time and annoy you with it.
Oh,
I'm not an annoying vegan.
No. We would never think
actually,
that.
you did pretty good. You waited about like the second podcast before you mentioned it.
You guys didn't even know.
That's impressive. Yeah.
That's like the 50th fact that I spilled.
Yeah, and look, the thing about the history of this vegan stuff is the name is different, but it's vegetarian. And maybe people didn't eat animal products, fine. There's probably another group like that, a smaller sect of people that were vegan. We never knew the word.
See, that's the disconnect. Is vegetarian and vegan are like, you don't eat meat. Yeah. But like vegan is so much different than vegetarian.
Like you can't have animal product, anything.
Yeah.
Oh, they do dairy.
No, we don't do dairy.
No, the vegetarians do.
Vegetarians get down on the dairy.
Yeah.
They just take milk baths.
Didn't we talk about this in one of our songs?
Yeah, Pesco. Remember, it's in Workout the Musical. We kind of touch base. I know a lot more about it now.
It's in it.
I'm a very health conscious, educated man.
That's
at
right.
This point. Yeah. So the listeners have any comments they would like to ask me?
Yeah, if you have any comments about and questions for Sean about how to stay vegan, because he's now in his 5th year. How many was that? A chip, like a carrot chip or something?
A green chip. Yeah.
It's like a vegetable chip.
Like those vegetable chips. Yeah.
I know. I didn't. I just
pendant with a sprout.
Wasn't even trying to make a joke. That's the best kind.
So let me. Here's the rant. Okay, I played basketball my whole life. Gathered a bunch of injuries from it. My feet were all jacked up.
Yeah.
I chipped off cartilage and where my big toe sits into my foot. Went to see a ton of doctors. They couldn't do anything. Turf toe is what people generally know it as.
Yeah.
Severe turf toe. Would have to tape my big toe to my second toe. Tape that to my foot. Stabilize that. Every time I wanted to do anything, run, play basketball, whatever. That's immobilized that joint. All that impact shot to my ankle, which then went to my knee. I was starting to break down.
Right.
And it was sad.
And you're
my
saying
gone.
because of the vegan lifestyle.
Yes. I want to see doctors. Like, should I do a surgery? Like, no surgery is going to work. We can't do anything for you. You're going to have to live with this pain the rest of your life is what they told me.
They always do that.
Every doctor told me that. And then I went vegan in 3 days. My entire body healed itself.
You think
We're talking about 10 years worth
Are you
of
sure that it's not
100%.
something about you living farther from the ocean?
Yeah, sure.
Because you used to live close to the ocean.
And this happened at the ocean.
Right. Now you don't live near it anymore. And that's when your toe became better.
No, it became
the salty air infiltrated your shoes.
For 2 years on the ocean.
That's hard. That's really hard to do.
On the ocean?
Yeah, vegan on the ocean.
Vegan, yeah.
Why? That sounds like a song by one of the
good
Jonas
food
Brothers.
That's like right out there. So much good animal
fish?
food. Yeah.
Oh, you can't eat fish either?
No, that's pescatarian, dog.
Never cheated.
Wow.
I know it's pescatarian.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe the vegans had a day like the Christians do during Lent
like a
where
purge
we
day?
get to do certain things.
Do people really want to hear about this? I feel like people don't want to hear about.
Believe me, they're gonna eat this up.
It's interesting that
you don't know what
literally 3 days.
What do you think they want to hear about, by the way?
I don't know.
Right.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. All
You
right.
don't ever judge what people want to hear about. What we're doing is throwing everything out there and
seeing what sticks.
Yeah, and it doesn't. this could be. I'm telling you, we can make this coffee cup interesting. Not because it's my picture on it.
You totally want to make that.
Welcome to
fucking
the
interesting. Let's do a
Carmen
close-up shot.
Ciricillo Vanity Project
So,
continues.
let me just tell you something, please.
Go ahead. Yeah.
My father
God.
jumped into the vegetarian thing
Yeah.
in 1976, 75-ish.
Ahead of the curve.
Yeah, and he used to bring me to the health food store back in the day, and you'd get 50 pounds of carrots, and he would juice them, and that's what and he'd eat almonds and coconut, and that was all that was in the fridge at the house I live in with him.
Huh.
I mean, we had some hidden beer in the basement and some wine because we were 8th graders, but his whole thing was that was his lifestyle. This guy was like ahead of the game. He was like a futuristic guy in 1975. If he would have survived 77
Yeah.
and the bullet, he would have been amazing.
That bow is a little off.
He would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Like he was into karate, bicycling, weightlifting. He was
Crypto.
running backwards. He had Bitcoin. No one had it.
Mining.
You used to run backwards?
He used to run backwards.
Is that? I missed the part where that was the thing.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
The
Yeah,
trend.
It wasn't a thing.
That was a super
But
dumb
who would have
thing.
thought of that?
Nobody should have
A
thought
true
of that.
Right?
visionary.
He's
Taken
like,
before
oh,
his time.
I'm sick of seeing everything in this perspective. What if I run backwards? How would that be
How did he
viewed?
survive?
So he
till
was kind of.
77?
So he was kind of like Christopher Nolan before his time.
Does Nolan do
actually.
that?
I don't know. Tenet was kind of like that, you know.
Who?
Tenet. You never saw Tenet?
No.
His newest one. It's good.
It's a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the director, Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay.
was thinking of the guy that fell off the horse who played Superman.
But after the
Christopher
carrot
Reeve.
juice
Yeah, Christopher
thing,
Reeve.
he did the Atkins diet,
Okay.
all meat. So he went from my dad, not Christopher Nolan.
All me. Yeah.
And then he did
Oh my
the
God! Just tell him I want to get shot.
So this was
already.
before. So
Jesus.
man, what a full life lived.
right. He did everything by 35.
Okay.
I mean, that's
He
all
died.
he had. I mean, he had no other choice because there was no other years after that. So he had to do it
so
all.
he did everything in his life before he died.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
It's like he
that's-
knew. It's fucking weird.
Somehow, gosh.
Yeah, and now also he did the AIDS diet.
The AIDS.
Is that
See, this is
That
where
no pussy?
anyone
Is
under,
that
I guess under 50 wouldn't get this.
Yeah.
AIDS, AYDS, was chocolate
Oh.
laxative candies that you would eat to suppress your appetite. And he didn't like that diet so much. So then he said to us, even though we were not allowed to eat candy, you guys could have these. I don't want them.
So he pushed it onto you.
He pushed the chocolate
So he
AIDS
so he gave you the
suppressants
AIDS.
on us.
Can't-
He gave us AIDS.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, this is what my life was, Sean. Okay? It wasn't great.
The visionary. You know that is the children of the visionaries who suffer most. They give so much to society.
I'm pretty sure that if you have ever read Brave New World.
No.
Okay, so this is another movie, another book. Alex Huxley, I think, is the author,
Okay. All right.
which discusses taking the children away from the parents when they're born. So there's no attachment, there's no emotional attachment. So these children could go right to whatever the government or the group or the world wants.
Okay.
That's what my dad was doing. He was preparing us for the Brave New World. He didn't care about us.
Jesus.
If he wouldn't have died, don't you understand? I would have been part of the Apple Project
The Apple
or Bezos. I would have been there. I would have been
I
with somebody big. Right. I would have been with my sister at least.
So the experiment was incomplete.
Right.
You
I
didn't
did.
get to see it to fruition.
It reset. When
Yeah,
when your
okay.
dad dies and you're on an experiment that hasn't been finished, what happens? Another scientist picks up and then tries to take over.
Often less capable.
Is that you?
No, it was a guy from Iowa.
You're stuck there?
That's where I found out about feed corn. Because I thought all corn was equal.
But it's not. In fact, yeah.
Not if you steal it from a farm because it's on the edge of the road,
Shouldn't eat it.
God will get you.
It's not delicious corn on the cob
It's not.
corn.
And you can prepare it the same way and it will not taste good.
Yeah.
Oh, my Uncle Ed Gombarski found that out.
Uncle Ed.
What was that
Man.
last name?
Gombarski?
That's like what is that?
He's Polish.
I was about to say it's
Polish, yeah.
Italian and Polish.
Italian,
just
Polish. He was a great guy. He was the strongest man I've ever met. I think he was wiry and he had the strength of like 3 guys, always in shape. Had a physical job delivering uniforms and some other type. I forgot what his job really was, but very, very popular man in our family. And he was, humorous. He took this feed corn, and I'll never forget. He brought it back. He thought he had the world by the balls. He's like 2 full paper bags full of it. He's like, "This is it. I love Iowa."
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
They're just giving away this corn.
Nope. Can't do it.
Sorry, Gimbarski.
Yeah, Gimbarski couldn't pull that off.
No, even the strongest men
Make a mistake.
Yeah,
It'll look like corn.
Yeah.
If it acts like corn,
it's just not corn.
it's corn. Right? But even the worst taste palate would have figured that out.
Yeah.
That it's not right. Do you ever are you ever concerned? We've talked about this on a podcast before.
Please, let's
about your tongue and the palates.
I don't think we've ever talked about this.
My own tongue's palates.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned.
Like you're vegan.
Yeah.
You have a whole range of flavors that you're able to handle.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So I sometimes can't. I don't know if I'm missing out on the side of my tongues. The different sides that taste salty and sweet.
It works that way.
That's what Mike said.
The sides.
I did not say that.
Do you have a salty side and a sweet side?
I thought we brought this up before. It doesn't work like that.
No, it was something completely different, but it had to do with the tongue. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was tongue related.
It was tongue related. Yeah.
How we taste food.
Yeah. You wanted a button that you could.
That was for death.
No, that was you want a button for a lot of things actually on this podcast.
So you press a button and it activates the taste of a food.
Yeah.
I don't know if that. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well,
I had a death switch.
You wanted to eliminate. You wanted to eliminate like certain taste buds.
Oh, it could be. We'll have to review.
He wanted a sensor for his tongue that would allow him to tell how much of what taste bud he was using.
Yeah.
So right. Right. It's kind of like what Apple's doing right now with the iPhones.
Huh?
Apple's giving you a lot of biometric data.
As far as I understand it, individual taste buds do not resonate
You're like,
with
oh my
flavors.
God, he pulled it off.
No, I didn't want to believe that. I was like, what do you mean by that?
It's not like let's say you lose a taste bud.
Right.
And that's the fruity Starburst taste bud.
Right.
That's not really how it works. From what I understand is that like we have encoded into our palate all the potential flavors that could be on Earth.
Anywhere on the tongue.
Because again,
Wrong.
a taste bud, from how I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, is a sensor that will take data from a foodstuff and then turn that data into a taste that you recognize as being of a certain flavor.
Right.
So you already are programmed to taste things that you have not tasted yet on this earth. And if you were to taste something from another planet that was not encoded into our taste sensors, then you would actually register that as not having any taste at all.
Seriously? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Actually, I know where.
Now I know I'm missing out. See, I make sense. That makes sense of what I'm saying. That there's some things that I'm eating that I can't taste. They came from another place, another world.
That's potential,
And I don't have the capability. And look, you can apply that to any sense, right?
Sure.
Eyes, touch.
Like a color spectrum?
Like
there are colors that exist.
Well, if I'm touching you
There are
and I can't feel you, you're an alien. Okay? That's what you just said.
That's pretty much what I just said.
I know where Sean went wrong. Sean went wrong in answering your fucking question.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, because because an alien would be made of the same elements of our universe. So you would probably be touching a carbon-based alien.
Okay.
So you would still register that as a tactile thing.
So I could still feel it.
Right, because it's still made of
you
the
said,
elements.
Okay. But what about this whole taste thing?
A taste it's a flavor that is encoded.
But you said it's from out of this world. If I can't taste it, it's from not this world.
Because I think that we have evolved.
Well, can't we find someone from out this world that I couldn't touch and feel?
You're gonna lick an
Sure,
alien.
you could taste an alien and maybe
No, just touching.
You're gonna lick it.
Yeah, I again, I'm not an expert
I can't hear
on this.
what you're saying.
Right.
Why are you doing
Because
air
you're an
quotes?
alien.
Yeah, because maybe
I
I'm
can't-
speaking at 40
Right.
kilohertz,
This-
and that's outside of your
So
range
you're
of
thinking
hearing.
this is all possible.
Oh, it's likely not possible, is what I would say.
These shows
Like,
that are out there
There are sounds happening. There are vibrations in the air happening
That we
at
can't
speed that
detect.
we cannot detect with our ears, like a dog whistle, for instance, right? Just imagine all the vibrations out in space.
I'm trying to hear it.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Mike's looking at me like,
Stop.
stop.
Stop trying to
trying.
Stop trying to listen.
You try as hard as you can.
But we can pick it up with tools
Sure,
and
yes.
and some type of device,
What kind of device? I mean,
like a Geiger counter.
that's not
That's for
the same, but sure.
that's
I
for
mean,
radiation.
you know,
I can't tell unless I have
No.
some device to tell me it's there.
right? Yeah, exactly.
True.
So how is that not the same? I hate it when you guys just judge me so
What?
fast.
I'm not
I'm judging you
I'm not
hard.
judging
You know that my analogies are on point. Now think about this, right? Okay, so we have all this stuff happening. We're nothing. We're basically picking up 0.1% of all the shit's going on. We don't know
Yeah, sure.
if we can tap into more.
Mhm. Yeah.
Just a little bit more
I mean, what would you do with more?
music,
A lot of people can't handle what
New
we have
music?
in front of us.
some new sound. Like, have you ever thought about that? Is there a new sound that we haven't really discovered that could be good for the music industry? Cardi B's
sure.
voice.
Yeah, sure. Isn't that great? What a boomer thing. Cardi B. Huh? Anybody?
Wait, whoa, whoa,
Anybody?
whoa.
Cardi B?
Super
wait, hang
Talentless
on now.
artist? Anybody?
Oh, well, I got Travis Scott then. You want to pull
there
it
you
in?
go. Oh,
Am I-
wow.
How far you want me to go?
Wow, okay,
Papa
further.
Smoke? You want me to talk about Papa Smoke?
Talk about Papa Smoke, please.
Okay.
'Cause I want to hear
I
it.
just jammed the Papa Smoke less than a week ago.
You're jamming
Okay? I was forced to.
You're jamming the
Yeah,
smoke.
exactly.
I was trying to listen to my 80s music like I always do on Friday nights.
Kraftwerk,
And Dominic
yeah.
comes in the room with Papa Smoke.
Yeah,
Kraftwerk.
yeah. That's,
Now, who knows that? Who knows Kraftwerk? Very few people.
yeah, well,
You just pulled something alien out of the air.
that's what
I don't think
do.
Mike even knows what
See,
Kraftwerk is.
My senses are expanded.
Are you familiar with Trio?
No.
The word or
No, the band.
Are you familiar with the benefits of a vegan diet? That's what I would like.
Well, I mean, now I understand. I think, after seeing you go through it,
Mm-hmm.
like it's good for someone to go first.
Sure. It's, yeah,
For me, at least.
right?
And then you're going to tell me, here's the requirements. And I'll be like, oh.
And you're going to be like, I'm not interested.
I
Which
mean,
is fine. I don't care.
I don't have turf toe.
I don't care if people go vegan or not.
If I had a
Works for me.
problem, like if you said it would bring back some of my hair,
Yeah, I think it might.
and if I could get more hair on top of my head by, we
You
cut
ever
out.
so the hair thing is something that bothers you?
I mean, look at it. It's
You
It's
ever do
almost
plugs?
not there.
plugs.
Hair plugs? I feel like that's the thing that people do, right?
That is an anti-boomer thing to say. Because plugs were like back in the day. There's new technology. There's robots that can install
Okay.
hair.
Sure.
We can have a robot stick
Try-
little hairs.
Try that.
No, I mean, I don't want to go too far.
Yeah. Okay. All
It'd
right.
look
I mean,
weird
I don't know if I
came in.
could do plugs
listen, I don't know what that even really means.
because I don't want
but
infection.
I've heard that. Like I heard that Ted Cruz did this, right? Like Ted Cruz has a different hairline now than he did like
Does he?
8 years ago.
There's a bunch of people that get great
right,
new
like-
hair. You could do it easily. And see, it doesn't bother me to the point where I go, I got to do something about it. I just like to talk about
There's
it.
a threshold that you have to meet.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Right. If it like there's some things that I will take care of because it personally bothers me. Like when my gut gets a little too big for my pants.
It's like now I gotta do something.
Now I gotta get new pants or just, trim up a bit. Right. The hair is not my fault. I can't blame myself for that.
Right.
This I could easily say,
That's 100%.
you know what I've been doing? Right. I said I was gonna have just those cheese crackers at night. And then it turns into when you open the cupboard, there's Doritos and whatever Dominic's got, the cheese nips that are bacon and something else.
Oh,
I mean, there's so much in there. There's pretzels and there's veggie
your
strips and
snack cupboard is like stocked. It
It's-
always has been stocked.
even if you're a vegan, there's something in
There's
there for
something
you.
in there. Yeah. Uh huh.
And if there was a hurricane, and you couldn't get food, we're good for a while.
Come on over.
We're
to
good for a while.
Carmen's.
Yeah, we always have a lot of food. And it's not a great thing because I think it's a waste in some ways.
In some ways, it is. You know what place has great vegan food? Los Angeles.
I'm sure they do. Of course, because when you go to any place, New York or LA, something like that, you're going to find the people who are on the fringe of doing something new, and then there's all of them are gathered there.
Yes.
And so you're going to get more of what these new things are. Is that racial?
Not yet, but keep
Okay.
going.
I'm just waiting for you
mean,
guys to
it'll
go,
just
I'm
a
not,
matter of
hey,
time.
he's
Keep
about to
moving.
say something
Do it.
against immigrants, or he's going to do something.
Are you?
No.
Okay.
I'm very conscious of it. Believe me, I'm on stage all the time saying shit. Waiting.
Yeah.
Did I say something wrong? But you have to say something wrong in comedy.
Yeah, you have
There's
to.
no doubt that
that's
you
the
have
new
to take a
comedy.
chance
Roll
in
the dice,
comedy.
you know? Roll the dice.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, LA, I'm sure if you want to talk more about this vegan thing, let's hear it.
No, I was actually transitioning this
To
Los Angeles to why I'm going to.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I missed it.
So, again, my name is Sean Daniel. I have a YouTube channel with over 390,000 followers.
Are we not doing a proper introduction of
We're
Sean?
Still introducing him over to podcasts.
Sean, I think have you done a podcast before
Yeah, I've done a couple.
with people that gave you proper introductions?
Yes.
And it's uncomfortable.
I kind of soak it up, actually. I enjoy it.
But this is much more.
It's more organic,
Yeah.
more what I'm used to. I
Yeah,
suppose.
you want to be treated the way you want to be treated, like a friend
Yeah.
would treat you,
Right.
not some stranger going,
I guess-
"Hey, Sean Daniels here."
Yeah.
You know, you don't need that shit.
I don't have a blurb
We don't need that.
introduction, you know.
I mean, I think it's great that you're not self-conscious about saying your name multiple times.
No, of course not.
So let's find out now what Sean's really been up to.
So, you know, people look at me and they're like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I'm like, "I'm a YouTuber." And they're like, "Oh, okay, like what kind of?" I'm like, music." And like, "Oh, well, that makes a little sense, but I'm a little surprised." And I'll always go, "Well, why are you surprised?" And they're like, "Well, because it seems like there's one thing that obviously you should be doing." And I'm always like, what's that thing? I'm very interested. I should know. And then they always say the same thing, Carmen. You know what they say? They say, "You should be an actor on the Hallmark Channel."
Ah.
That's what they always say.
Really?
They take a look, they soak it in. They're like, "Hallmark Channel for you."
Damn, that's
maybe
one part.
maybe a Christmas movie.
typecasting.
Versatility is important,
Yeah.
right?
For Hallmark?
I think I would be great as the douchebag boyfriend at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I would like that's
Right, because there's a theme to every one of those movies.
that's my wheelhouse. You know, I could.
You're the
probably
bad
do
guy.
a bad, you know, it's just not working out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I
So
think
you don't
I
mind
would
being
be-
that character.
Oh, I would relish that character. If that's what I'm put on this earth to do, I'm not gonna like fight my destiny.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You got to roll with that.
Yeah, for sure. So
Especially if you got lines already built in.
yeah,
you
it's
know
just
exact-
my
you don't even need the
natural
script.
dialogue. No, it's just like just turn him on, let him loose.
I can
Right.
handle this.
If I need to be the protagonist, you know, I can make it work.
Right.
Like to help the director out.
That's
Like,
acting.
solid.
That's real acting.
Right. I don't want to be an actor though. Don't want to be an actor. But a Hallmark actor? Sure.
I see that.
Yeah, see? Thank
I
you.
see that.
A lot of people say that.
I see
now,
that.
It started out being a soap opera actor. I made a demo on my YouTube channel of being a soap opera actor because you don't have to be a good actor to be a soap opera actor.
No, you can do
Right.
porn and
Yeah.
soap opera acting at the
sa-
same time.
It's the
It's the
same
same thing.
At the
Yeah.
same event. Yeah.
So I put out into the universe via my channel, like, I think I want to be a soap opera actor. A few weeks later, get a call from a popular London-based UK soap opera. We'd love to have you on the next season. I'm like, done. Let's make it happen.
And UK, England,
Yep. They're like, we'll put you up. We'll pay you.
English soap operas,
We'll
I'm
give
not
you-
familiar with. Are these a little different than American
No,
soap operas?
It's called EastEnders.
Okay.
Okay, it's been running for 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
plus.
EastEnders.
Yeah. I was offered a role on EastEnders.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
COVID came, shut it down. So yeah, so I lost it.
Do you have to pretend to do an English accent and stuff?
No, they wanted me as an American.
Oh, they're gonna rip you apart over there.
I would hope I would love it. I would relish that chance.
This is
Right?
Yeah.
So that's exactly what you want.
So knowing what it takes to be a soap opera actor, it's grueling. Like the shooting is intense. Right? Like they
Yeah.
shoot like for
No-
months at a time.
no
and they just
coffee
keep-
breaks.
They keep going. I mean, take a coffee break, but it would be hard for me to do as much as I do now and add soap opera actor to the docket.
Unless the American.
Hallmark. Hallmark, they crank these out in 2-3 weeks.
Really? The
Yeah,
whole movie?
in Canada. Yeah, for sure. They just keep it going. So, again, they're shot in Canada, but I got to go to
Let
LA.
me ask you first before we go any further. Do you prefer the Christmas Hallmark movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's kind
To
of...
be the bad guy during a holiday.
See, that's great.
That's the dream.
Because here's the thing. You don't have to be that bad of a guy.
Right. You're just
to ruin
upsetting
somebody's Christmas.
Right.
You know, I just have to be selfish and self-centered and not really
Right.
care about your podunk family down home.
It's
in
subtly
the
bad,
country.
you know?
Right.
You're a Christmas tree guy. You sell trees.
Listen, let's just stay home for Christmas. We don't need to go somewhere. Let's just stay home and be boring.
Yeah.
In our life.
And you bring a tree home with a bad side to it and don't tell
Whatever.
nobody.
And it's like whatever. You know, whatever. I don't care.
He don't care so
If
much.
there's a prince that lives across the street. No, whatever. And then she leaves me. Great.
A prince.
Done. Yeah, there's
Like amazing person.
like amazing.
An amazing person.
Like the son
Is
of
that
a
what you meant?
king.
A prince.
No, like a king's son.
Oh, okay.
Like a prince.
An actual prince.
An actual prince. Yeah, you've never seen a Hallmark movie?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, well, like,
Well,
is there another
an amazing person.
like
You
Prince
call him
Carmen?
Prince? You're
Like,
a prince?
Just Prince.
Or a real prince, meaning what you said, the definition. Or,
the actual.
I've never
The
really
guy who
called
they made-
someone a figurative prince.
oh, you haven't heard this.
Yeah, not really.
I've heard King. What's up, King?
Can I just
Yeah.
bring something back from the
King.
last podcast?
Sure, yeah.
No.
Your mother-in-law will call you a prince if she's old enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
And
She'll say, good for you.
there's a singer that used to be Prince.
I know that one, yeah.
Yeah, formerly known.
So Prince, go ahead. You have this prince of a person or real prince that takes
Sure.
over this woman that you have scorned.
Yeah, you know, I didn't have to be like a total jerk, but just, you know, it just wasn't right for me and her.
Did you
I'm a little arrogant.
cheat on her at all?
You know,
On the phone, perhaps? Nothing crazy?
I don't, you know, again,
What could be the reason
Versatility is
that
key.
she's leaving you?
because
That would be your favorite reason.
I'm just not into her family, her roots,
Mm.
right? We live in the city together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making her move for a job that I'm getting where she's not feeling creatively fulfilled.
I see.
Right.
And you don't care.
I don't care. I'm
Right.
like, this is our path. It's all about me.
Right. Okay. And that's
Again,
enough.
I personally, Sean Daniel, YouTuber, don't feel this way.
Right.
But I could play this role.
And I'm saying I don't think that many girls would leave you because of that.
Really?
But in a Hallmark movie, yes.
Yes. Oh, yes,
But in
for
real
sure.
life, I don't think
No,
that's.
in real life,
you
they'd
need
be
to
like-
do a little more.
Yeah.
You need to step it up
Okay.
To lose him.
to lose them.
Okay.
Okay, maybe
You got to have another woman, or you got to
Yeah,
do
maybe there's
something that's not so kind to. Like you showed her a video of children getting hurt.
I don't want to sit and speculate, but I would entertain scripts that would do this. I could go to that next level.
Yeah.
If I really dig deep.
But you don't care about the script itself. You're just interested in getting cast for the
I
role.
want to be in a Hallmark Christmas movie. Just once.
But this is not L.A.
Well, you have to go to LA to get the SAG card, to get the agent, to go to
Okay.
Canada to make the Hallmark movie.
You don't have a SAG yet?
No, I'm getting it probably by the end of next month. I'll have
For what role? How did you get the SAG card?
it. I got connections.
So you bought it?
No. Well, I mean, you pay your dues.
Well, I'm thinking, I got a guy.
I
I got it.
He slips it into
It's
the
hard
computer.
to get your SAG card.
We've
People
cut
have done terrible
we,
things to get a SAG card.
We've hacked into the
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
People have done terrible, unspeakable things to get their SAG
I'm
card.
sure.
I'm not having to do that.
I'm still SAG eligible.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I just never did it. I was hoping to get SAG more.
I don't think that's what they say in the industry.
But I don't know
That's
what
not
they
industry
say.
speak.
More SAG?
SAG more?
I want to get some more SAG gigs.
Okay.
And then, because they give you health care.
Yeah.
Once you get SAG,
But you have to pay your dues and whatever, yeah.
but even SAG eligible didn't pay any dues and get health care.
Really?
But they don't let you get that. They only let you get away with that one time. And then they cut you off as soon as you get sick. I had it and I didn't even know it. I got it for a commercial. And then they sent me checks, which I didn't know they were called residuals.
Right, yeah.
And then I got the health care in the mail, and I'm still paying health care. Never even knew it because no one told me. You need more than SAG.
Super SAG?
No, you need a counselor
Counselor.
to tell you what SAG's about. A SAG counselor.
It's a union. It's
Yeah, it's a union.
I need a counselor.
I'm telling you,
Sounds like you need a counselor. Do you want me to go do this process and let you know what you're actually eligible for?
Yes, just like the vegan thing. You're walking the line for me.
Yeah, I go first.
And then I will follow in the path.
I'm the one that disappears into the manhole, right, and shouts back what's going on down there.
Right, and
that's
then,
what leadership
then you turn
is.
around and you hit me with your light, and you say, "Follow me."
That's right. And down the hatch you go, buddy.
It's just wet down there.
Leadership.
So SAG, and you're getting a card,
Yeah.
and then the next step.
Then I'm on the Hallmark Channel.
But you have to audition or no? You have a connection with that too?
Well, we'll see. You know, a lot of this LA hustle is like people making promises.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Right.
You know, like I guess I have a following. So like if you're gonna hire some douchey
I see.
Hallmark Christmas Channel
is that what's
actor,
going on?
why don't you hire one with a following to help promote the movie?
I see.
Which is like, hey, I'm your guy, right? I check a lot of boxes.
Following.
See what I'm saying?
Following.
Following.
Yeah. It sounds like when we were talking about Jesus, right?
Sure.
Everyone has a following now.
Not everyone.
A small following. You get 5 followers. It's a following.
Yeah, I guess that technically is a
Small following.
Committed followers.
Committed. Sick.
Twisted.
Twisted followers.
Followers. 5 of them.
Mentally
And I'm going to sick them on you.
Yeah.
So you better be careful, pal. I want to get on this Hallmark Channel bad.
Yeah, you mess with me, you mess with my followers too.
So, okay, so now this is not the big LA reveal. You have something else.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, that's it.
Wow, Carmen.
Well, you were talking about something else in the house.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, if you
You don't know Hallmark
if you
Channel?
already got this, yes. You already got this.
I mean, I've spoken it into existence.
Will
so it's
you
been
get
manifested.
what happens to you when you get this role? Will you get like Hallmark cards for free for life? Is there any connection with the brand?
You know, I don't think that's like a perk.
There should be a gift
Benefit.
bag.
I'm sure there's probably a gift bag, right? Like,
You get an IMDb.
yeah, I'll get IMDb.
Nice. You know, all these things when you become famous, you know, you're driving around in a Lamborghini. Where's the nicest place you went for lunch in LA? It's got to be vegan, I guess.
I like Real Food Daily. It's in West Hollywood. That's a good spot. Well, actually, the nicest place is probably what is it, Nobu? Malibu?
You been there?
Malibu. Oh, my girl. Can I shout out my girl Banana Blondie in Malibu?
Why not?
My actual queen.
She
Love
sounds
that girl.
amazing.
You've never seen Banana Blondie yet?
Is she a singer?
Oh my gosh, no! She's like the hottest Instagram yogi, funniest
Really?
person you've ever met in your life.
Huh.
Banana Blondie, love you
So she's banana because of yoga.
because vegan, she's a fellow vegan. There we go. See, it all comes together.
Bananas are also flexible,
Sure, I mean,
and
Not really though.
no, because you could break them very
Yeah,
quickly, I
they're
guess.
listen,
They
it's
bruise.
bananas are big in the vegan community as they should.
Are
be.
they?
I eat an aggressive amount of bananas.
Really?
As does Banana Blondie, I'm sure.
So
Pretty much
high
has a very
potassium.
balanced diet. They're just so good with everything. Put them in a shake. Eat
How
'em
many
solo.
bananas a day do you think you're actually eating?
Oh, probably like 4 to 4. Yeah, I'd say 4.
Isn't this the food that the non-vegans are telling you to stay away from? Bananas?
Non-vegans would tell me to stay away from bananas.
The non-vegans, right?
Why would they say?
I don't know. This is I just
Hypothetically,
every
or-
so often I'm flipping. No, it's like a YouTube ad or a Facebook
like
thing.
everything
the
is bad
worst
for you
food
before
you
it's
could
good
eat,
for
and they
you.
showed a
Yeah,
banana.
yeah.
I'm like, really? Banana's bad for you?
It's clickbait. Yeah, bananas are fine.
I mean, I have the shake every day, with the banana.
Sure, yeah.
Chocolate protein shake.
Great, yeah.
Banana, a little peanut butter powder, ice, water. Get in the pool, sit there for an hour, and have my shake.
Mm.
That's all there is in life. That is it. That's the main thing. And then there's coffee, of course.
Sure.
You do coffee still?
Oh yeah. Cold brew. I'm a cold brew man.
Cold coffee. I don't do cold because I think that's lazy.
Lazy. If anything, it's harder.
No, it's lazy.
Hot coffee is the easy.
It's hard to keep it hot. Ask Starbucks.
Nah, but it's harder.
These motherfuckers. Ask them.
It's harder to get
150?
Iced
It's got to be
coffee.
185.
No, because here's the thing. Like, if you're gonna ice hot coffee, that's not gonna do it. You have to. It's got to be cold brew.
Yeah.
That's harder to do than hot coffee.
Well, I don't know the ways of doing it. All I know is that it's hard to keep it hot if you don't have a hot plate, if you don't have a a thermos, and I need my coffee hot. So I'm not sure why everyone wants to drink it cold, but they're destroying the hot coffee industry.
Because you burn your tongue. Like that's
Not if you drink it correctly. And
How do you
again,
drink it correctly?
you
20
drink.
minutes
You
after
do it
you
like
get
you
it?
drink wine.
I
You
feel like
get
every time I've tried
you
coffee,
aerate it as you're drinking it. And by the way, why would I want to burn my tongue? I have taste buds on there that I do not want to lose.
you probably have lost more than you know.
Right, Donnie? It's coming back to taste buds. You know it was going to come back to
It
it.
always does.
I honestly didn't. I thought we were gonna move past that.
Here's one thing we haven't talked about.
Oh god.
Okay, and then Sean understands this because he lives in a gated community.
Motherfucker.
Except unlike this gated community, there's an actual gate.
Right, you
There's
have
not
a
like
gate.
there's not like a dummy house.
Okay, so you're
that
a-
like makes you think it's a gated community. That is
A
like
dumb-
never man.
A fake gated community?
You have a fake gay
Well,
community.
I should have never said that then. We don't live in a gated community, do we?
No, you.
No,
live
you
in-
don't.
We live in a deed restricted community.
Yeah, it has
Right.
the illusion of a gatehouse.
That's because, again, we did something about perception earlier in the podcast.
Yeah.
I forget what it was. Right? But here's the thing. Mike does not like that every so often I have to bring in the government of the association that rules this deed restricted community. Are you dealing with this?
The HOA.
Yeah. Do you have a bad lawn?
We've had run-ins with the HOA in the past. Yeah.
Okay. See? It's everybody. Even the most
It's
famous
not
YouTuber we know
everybody. It's
has
not.
to deal
No.
with some little headhunter
Why are
that
you living in
walks
a
through
gated
the...
community then? I don't get it.
Because he has to.
Have you ever lived in a place with the HOA? I like he's right, man. I'm usually probably on your side in most
Yeah.
things, but for this thing, yeah, dude, HOA is like
No, I believe
it's
you.
only a matter of time until the HOA comes for you.
You brought
like
these
everyone.
problems upon
Yeah.
yourself.
No, because it's Florida.
Also, too, it's like, but yeah, it's like
What are the
Florida
benefits?
doesn't
it's like
control.
Bro, like it was like raining and my grass is long. Like you live here, you know it was raining. You're gonna give me a hard time for my grass
For
being
not
long
cutting the grass.
this week.
Wow.
Like if it's like like abandoned property status, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Write me out. That's fine.
Right.
But it's like I had one chance to mow the lawn. It was raining. I'm sorry.
So you're saying you still mow your own lawn?
No, of course not.
It's not a real problem, is what I'm trying to say. And fucking Carmen brings it back every other podcast. Starts talking about associations. That word is banned.
It is like
This is what's-
the most first world problem, right? Like your
so
HOA is
ridiculous.
on your case because you parked in the street and
Oh,
like the
God.
UPS man couldn't make it through or something.
Oh, you're blocking mailboxes.
Yeah. Yeah. So then, you know what was great? All right. So I had just gotten back from a trip. Me and my brother have this house in this fabulous gated community
God.
in Sarasota, right? Apparently, my brother had brought something out, like some lawn stuff
Yeah.
that should have been like tied together or something. So I just get back from the airport, and the lawn removal guy sees it, writes me something. He's like, "Hey, over here!" And he runs up to me and hands me a citation, and I'm like, "Bro, what is this?" And he's like, "Just make sure you just like wrap your stuff." I'm like, "Bro,
Wow.
I don't even know what you're talking about."
Wow.
But he was on such a power trip,
Right.
to cite me,
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm sorry to like take away the satisfaction of you, like
Mansplaining.
flexing your power of how the lawn should have been taken care of, but like I'm not your guy.
I love how Sean
not
doesn't even
your
know the
guy.
terms. He doesn't even know the terms.
know
The
a
lawn removal
Lawn
person.
removal
Do you know
person.
the?
It's the garbage guy. It's their yard waste. It's just their yard waste.
sure,
It's still the
yard
county.
garbage
We don't
guy.
have a special
don't
person
know.
that comes
Yeah.
through. It's just
Yeah.
a green truck.
I'm just a regular guy, you know.
He's so out of touch with the fucking garbage men. He don't even know it's waste management. It's still the same people.
Yeah,
It's still the same
guy.
people.
You guys don't have your own garbage people though.
Like
Man, this place
separate.
is really just going downhill.
Oh no, I don't think there's
You don't
any
have a
community
separate garbage
that has their
community?
own. No, this is like we live in a county. You understand?
No, honestly,
and
Like the trash man to the stars.
It's not unincorporated. It's a county.
we've talked about HOA so many fucking times in this podcast. I still don't understand the purpose of them. I don't understand what the benefits of living
Because
in a
no one
gated
wants
community.
a boat on their front lawn. I don't want a trampoline out there. I don't want Christmas lights up forever.
That's the only reason.
Yes, you keep your house orderly. I don't like when you didn't fold the cord over
You know
here.
what we do in my hood? You just walk outside and you go, take your fucking
boat.
Christmas. Yeah.
And then what
We
happens?
throw eggs at you. Yeah.
Great.
See,
Yeah.
that's
and
why
then
we
it
left.
escalates into violence.
That's
It does,
why we left.
But it's
Us-
fair.
Okay, that's
It's
why
fair.
we're
Is
not
it
there.
fair? It's so fair.
I don't know if that's
No,
fair. That's
it's
just like anarchy.
yeah.
It sounds way more exciting though.
That's
than dealing with
Florida
the HOA.
There's a lot of people who move down from the north. This is kind of the problem with people who live in Florida. They have said they don't like the people coming in because we're kind of
You came down from the north, Carmen. You son of a bitch. You're not.
I am a Floridian.
No, you're not.
Look, I listen to Skinner. I am a
Clevelandite.
100% Floso boy. Floso, Florida South,
Can't even.
Southern boy.
Floso, represent.
Is there an Ohio Flow? Flow Cal? They got Califlow. It's a combo thing.
Yeah.
You know,
I got you.
I'm just saying that you don't want to live somewhere where, anywhere, even within your own home. I live in a community that's governed, and I also live in a home that has a government. Inside the home, there's a smaller microcosm of government that says, pick up your shoes, sweep the floor, put your dishes on the sink. Everything is governed.
Yeah.
Now, my wife doesn't stand by the sink and reprimand me and give me a citation,
That'd be funny.
but
though.
it could be close. It could
I feel
be.
like
It
you're
could
making
happen.
a case for the Empire in Star Wars. Like the world needs order, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what you're
Is that
doing.
what the Empire was supposedly doing?
That's kind of any authoritarian empire.
Yeah.
Like that's like the premise.
Well, we want some order because we don't want all chaos. There's a balance.
But okay. Your example of chaos is a boat parked on somebody's
Oh
lawn.
yeah, that's anarchy. Especially if you haven't used a boat in 10 years and it's developed mold. And I came and see your home.
This explains why I hate almost everybody that lives in this.
But no, you would not want this, Mike. After a while, when you have your child, like I said,
As
you're going to
they
have.
drive by,
When you
I
have
flick
your
them
baby,
off.
what you need,
What?
when you have your baby,
When I have my baby.
the baby will be in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you'll want the sidewalks fixed, and you'll want the safety, and you'll want the people not to speed, and you'll want people to not confuse her with Christmas lights in February. Why is there? I thought Santa was gone, Mommy. No, because there's an inflatable fucking Santa on the lawn, and it's March.
I'm putting Christmas lights on my car now.
That's how I get.
Every time I drive up.
I see. Look, I lived in Cleveland where you could do whatever you wanted to do.
How was that?
Remember
Yeah.
what I told you?
Packs
There was a hole in my basement
of German
that my
Shepherds.
father thought we could play in. There was roaming German shepherds.
That's- your dad did a lot of
I was
questionable
brutalized
things.
by kids that made go-karts out of lawnmower engines. No, I don't want to go back.
Sounds way better.
I don't want to go
Sounds
back.
way better.
It's scary. Here it's safe.
We are safe. I feel you.
All the
Yeah.
grass is green.
Oh,
did it.
God.
The trees are trimmed.
You son of a bitch.
Order.
You could do whatever you want as far as disorder, right? You could play your music still.
Yeah, it's like the Radiohead song "No Surprises." That's exactly what it's about.
Right. You are allowed.
You can play music here?
Sure, I blast my music. I'm probably going to get a citation.
We can still have a good time.
For sure.
I mean, some of the illegal fires I have. But I'm saying at least it's balanced, right? It's balanced.
Yeah.
There's a harmony to this place.
Yours is a little stricter. That gate
Do they have a real game?
Yeah,
is gated.
that's what happens when you get into a real game.
And you got to, what do you do? Wand a card or something?
I got a little thing on my car, a little sticker that has a sensor.
Is there a guy there? That
So there's not a man. There's a box, and it's very mysterious how this box works.
Okay.
Like you roll up to the box, someone asks you where you're going,
That's
and
right.
then if
Yeah.
I've put you on the list, then you have access.
You guys have
But how
lists.
they must have some kind of record of a license plate or something, because the next time you come back, if you're on the permanent list, they don't need your name. They just recognize you. I don't know if it's some facial recognition stuff.
Ooh.
It's very mysterious how this gate box works.
Yeah, because I've done it for your community.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that voice is coming from.
It's not coming from
It's
anywhere
not within the
close to
community.
here.
It's not
No.
within the community.
No.
It's a random voice being projected, like an Oz type thing.
It seems human, but yeah, it's very Oz.
Ugh. All of this
Judgmental.
bothers me so much.
Now, you've been to Disney?
Yeah.
You've been to these places where you could buy a fast pass. Have you done this?
No.
Have you done any of
I'm
the
too poor for
levels,
fast
like the
pass, though.
bronze and the silver and the gold passes at any like a
No.
Busch Gardens or any?
No, I
Right?
don't do that. No.
Okay, well, people
I
do.
wait in line with the rest of us peasants.
There's people who are doing this type of class struggle with inside these beautiful entertainment complexes.
That's a tough one for me to swallow, because I would not do an amusement park without the fast pass, right? But like in my soul, I know the fast pass is wrong.
Was it
Wrong
wrong of me to tell my son, who at one time was platinum level fast pass? I believe it was a Busch Gardens type thing in Chicago. I don't remember the chain, but amusement park.
Six Flags, maybe.
Six
Six
Flags.
Flags, yeah.
And I said to him, you know, don't talk to anybody that's silver.
Oh my God.
Because he was trying to convert. I said, he's silver, Dom. Okay.
No,
It looks like platinum,
it's not gonna work.
but he's silver.
Mm.
Okay. Platinum gets to stay on the ride twice. So when
Yep.
we're sitting there and everybody
Another
thinks they're getting
round.
on,
Fucked up.
That's
we're
the
like,
worst.
here's me. Platinum.
Oh,
Oh, don't rub it in their face. It's wrong. It's wrong.
this is.
But it's only one day. Isn't it kind of a game? Isn't it part of the entertainment to play king for a day?
See, I can't get behind that. That's tough. In fact, I wouldn't even be able to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel even kind of guilty with the fast pass.
Yeah.
And they've done a nice job of hiding the fast pass lanes.
Oh, have they?
So you
Merge?
you merge like seamlessly with the commoners.
It's so true.
They've done a great job with
That's so
that.
true.
Like, you can't see
We
it.
waited just as long as you did.
You show up right at the
Oh my
They don't know
God.
where you came
How
from.
evil.
Yeah, but they've done an
But
awesome
But the
See,
job with
the
that.
double seating though is there's nowhere to hide that.
Classism.
Yeah. No, it's true. It truly is classism.
Yeah.
Within a
And it
park,
kind of is true.
within a park meant for children.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're teaching them.
It's really-
classism right
it's
off the
teaching-
bat.
Yeah, I
Right.
have a hard time with that. Now, all right, so I think what's good, everybody gets 3 fast passes that they can use. This
For
happened-
free.
Yeah, that comes with the admission, right? You don't buy just a full-on fast pass. With your ticket, you get 3 fast passes. Use them how you want. Everybody gets
Oh,
them.
Sean.
So if there's something that you really want to do, use your fast pass for that.
Redistribution of wealth. I see. It's going
no,
on.
they
I would say it's
actually
redistribution. Everybody gets the same, but how you use it is up to you.
Okay.
Right?
They worked that in later on after having headaches with
Sure,
people who were bitching about the fast pass.
I get, and I understand. I totally understand. I see it from the capitalism side, and I also see it from the fairness side.
Very smart, very clever.
I think that's a good middle ground.
Yeah, and I don't know. Feeling bad. We could all feel bad
For what?
for many things.
Oh sure,
Really.
trust me.
But we don't.
But it's very evident in the vehicles that people drive. There's an assumption made by what you drive. You go out into the public and you're driving a Cadillac or above, a Porsche, an Audi, or even a newer vehicle, right? Don't people assume, oh, this guy thinks he's something, he's special, he's better than me, he's got a nicer car than me. We are not trying to eliminate classism.
No.
We talk about it, but it's also used to brand things that want to make more money, and we all fall for it.
True. Hey, here's the thing. That's why I, as a man of the people, right, I drive a Jeep Wrangler. The perfect car. Because it almost kind of circumnavigates this whole classism thing, right?
Like,
Because
wait.
you can be super successful and drive a Jeep Wrangler because
Right.
that's a lifestyle decision that isn't luxuriously expensive.
Right.
Right? Like, I would not be any happier in a Lexus RX 350 than I would be in a Wrangler, right? Or a BMW X5. If you're like, hey, Sean, you have to drive a car for the next 5 years. Do you want a Wrangler Sport baseline edition or a souped up BMW X5? I'll take the Wrangler 100% of the
Yeah.
time, even though it's a fourth of the price.
I have no interest in like those high-end cars anymore. When I was 16, I wanted a Corvette or a Porsche or something cool. Now it's like, I don't even want the headache because of the responsibility and the maintenance.
Yeah.
So if I could get like a car, and I've seen these, what they do today with the resto mods. They take an old car, it's got rust on the outside, but it's not going to fail. It's tricked out. It's all redone, right? The motor's perfect. The transmission doesn't leak oil, but it looks old. That's the kind of car that keeps you under the nose of everybody else, right? Ugly on the outside, tricked
now
out
you're just
on the
hiding your
inside.
wealth.
That's why
Camouflage,
I don't get the hair plugs.
That's what.
That's why. You don't want to show off too much, right? This is enough right here. Adding hair, a lot of hate.
Really, like, if I were as elitist,
A lot of hate. You think Rob Lowe's got an easy life?
Yeah.
no.
Right.
I'm gonna say yeah.
But he's also taking a beating.
From
You know,
what?
I'm 100%. I'm on board with this, right? This is what I've learned firsthand.
Rob Lowe's our martyr.
No. Here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. It's hot girl privilege, right?
Yeah.
Everybody, like the first absolute 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I became really good friends with my friend Beth back when I was maybe like 21 years old, right?
Yeah.
Super hot. Hottest girl you could ever like imagine. You know, tall, blonde, gorgeous, whatever. Becoming really good friends with her, I saw how different everyone treated her just because she was the hottest girl in the room all the time. And it was not a fun thing for her.
No.
Right? You would think that like she's got everything going for us. Like, no, she has a super hard time making like regular friends because everybody just assumes something about her. So the way that you actually forego your hair plugs to trick people into thinking you're not the elitist pig that you actually are is very actually kind of next level.
Absolutely.
Did you sleep with Beth or not? Because I don't think you were just friends. Come on,
We're great friends.
You're just friends.
We're just great friends.
You're just interested like in her mind and stuff. And
We just became great friends. You don't have to always sleep with a girl to be good friends with them. You know, that's the thing. That's another thing.
she's really hot.
I have.
I like how this age grouping is.
Yeah.
We're kind of learning something because you're learning from Sean, who's about 10 years older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sean's actually losing information by talking to me because I'm 20 years older. There's kind of a weird transfer, and it's almost disinformation going back to Sean, where he kind of fixes it.
exemplified that with
Sean's
the taste
fixing
buds
it.
thing,
He's fixing the information in the middle between my disinformation and Mike's not enough information.
I do give not enough information on purpose.
So, no, but I'm saying that you probably don't understand the concept of not sleeping with every beautiful woman. And Sean just explained it to you.
Well, I understand the concept of not being able to sleep with the beautiful woman.
No, see, here's the thing.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
I never slept with Beth. Great friends with Beth. Love Beth. Right?
I was hoping this would go somewhere.
I have slept with beautiful women
Yeah,
before. Right? I've also been friends with beautiful women before, and I
But
think
no
once
ugly people, though, right? You're like, ugly people, get the fuck away from me.
He just walked right into it.
Put them
Yeah.
all go.
Oh,
you
you
might-
gotta be careful with this one.
Yeah.
He's teaching you something now.
Yeah, I
I'll
guess-
walk you
yeah, I
in.
Be
guess.
careful. He's done this to me a lot.
Yeah.
Even
So-
you should have seen his face during the Jeep Wrangler thing that you were talking about.
I could feel it. I could
should've-
feel it behind
He wasn't
you.
happy.
I know it, right? Freaking, gated
You
community,
gotta give it-
vegan,
Right.
Jeep Wrangler, hot girls.
Now
I
pretty
hate this
women,
guy.
right.
Yeah, great.
You better come up with something.
Passing on sleeping with a hot girl? Hate
Yeah.
this guy. Yeah.
You better come up with something that's not good.
Well, all right, so a lot of guys, there's a term friend zone.
Yeah.
That is like a very negative portrayal for a guy not getting what he
Right.
wants.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so foul. That's so wrong. And
Yeah.
if you want to be a guy who's good with women, you should be happy about being in the friend zone.
Right.
Right? Because
Be
that
happy.
means like you actually have a relationship with a person that is more than just something like carnal and misogynistic or using them for like a service almost.
Or she's
right?
using you.
I guess if you look at it that way, I would much rather be friends with someone and see if it turns into something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a totally different thing. I don't want to say I've been friend zoned, but I'm in the friend zone a lot of times,
Yeah.
and I'm happily there because you learn so much there. And once you kind of like learn and kind of get that perspective of like how women actually feel, how they're treated, just kind of like the female experience, specifically the hot girl female experience, which is a lot worse than people would ever think, then you'll be that much more well equipped for maybe getting out of the friend zone with someone who you're actually legitimately interested in.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't
That's
get
weird, 'cause
this.
The only thing I ever learned from the friend zone was about their ex-boyfriends and the guy that they're dating currently.
Right,
And then
and
you just
so
become like an emotional boyfriend for them. It's kind of weird, actually.
yeah, I get that, and I feel for people who like want more But also, too, I think your intentions with that girl were not clear.
No, for sure not.
Right?
Absolutely.
So,
well, I was pretty clear, but then it was like, nah, we're not doing that. I was like, all right.
I think if your intentions are to be like, I'm going to get myself into the friend zone with the hopes of getting out, those are kind of like nefarious intentions,
For sure,
to be honest.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, you can't really blame her for, like, opening up and complaining.
So this is not okay to do that?
I'm not judging how anybody wants to handle their...
Because my daughter has a lot of headaches with this kind of thing.
With guy friends?
She doesn't trust guys because of... But this is the whole point. Is
And I'm not gonna
guys
call you
have it
down
hard
hot on this podcast.
The problem is that it's very difficult for guys to meet women, right? It's very difficult for young men to talk to women. It's a very
really.
It's not easy. At least in my generation, it wasn't, right? Or at least whoever you're hanging out with, or maybe you're good at talking. I'm always good at talking.
Yeah, I was
but there's a
always good at
lot of guys that are not great at talking. So what they'll do is, like with her in today's world, they'll make a comment on her video, right, and say something, and she gets really just creeped out. She doesn't like it,
Guys
and I
don't
look
know.
at it like, you know, I mean, he didn't comment on the video in the content of it. He said you were pretty. I don't know. Is that bad to say that a girl's pretty on a video?
It's how you say it, though.
Yes, a lot of girls would be creeped out, too.
They're scared, and I don't want my kid to be afraid either because she lives in New York. So it's a whole different. And I'll give you her address, but I don't.
So here's...
She's single, ready to mingle.
I did this before on a video where I was showing her apartment. She's like, "What are you doing?" I go, "Okay, I understand that part because I'm a father and I protect her, but I also understand." That, it's everything. She sees something wrong with almost every attempt at a guy to try to be nice to her. It's like you said, nefarious.
Yes.
It is nefarious to be like, oh, yeah, I'm just trying to be your friend. And then, 3 months later, you're like, I'm in love with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's
maybe it
uncomfortable.
happens
Then you
that
get
way.
rid of the guy at that point. And guys are
But then
easily.
it's a whole thing. No,
Guys will easily go away.
No, they don't easily go away. Not this new generation,
it's
guys.
tough. It's
These
tough,
fucking
actually.
incels will follow
There's
you
a lot of
around.
clingers.
Ugh.
Well, that I don't like.
I bet you Beth got like 50 incels.
Incels.
Involuntary celibates.
Yeah.
Meaning they don't get laid. And then they end up shooting a school. So that's cool.
It's frustrating.
We just went way. I mean, we went from the highlight. I guess we
wrong, Donnie?
should have went from the Jeep Wrangler to.
I'm just saying.
Regular life.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So it's tough because, if you compliment a girl and you're hot, it's a good move. But if you're not, it's creepy. So I think that's kind of like a tough distinction to make.
Essentially,
But also, like, I do feel like there's a way to communicate with a girl in a non-creepy way.
Right.
Where you can be like, hey, I'm kind of interested in getting to know you.
Yeah.
Like, I think you're gorgeous. Like, whatever. I'm not trying to be creepy. I just, like, notice you. I would love to do that. You're setting an intention that, like, you want something romantic or you're interested in that. And, like, she can take that or she can leave it. Whereas if, like, hey, do you want to, like, platonically hang out for, like, 20 hours a week? And then I'm just going to sit here and pine for you and never actually make a move because I think you'll probably reject me, but I don't know for sure.
That's
and
not
that's
good.
like, then you're just kind of being, like, shady. And then,
A lot of
it's
guys
hard.
do
It's
that.
hard to feel bad for guys like that because
don't
they're
feel
putting it on themselves,
No, you can't feel bad.
And that's
the
why
thing
every
is,
girl is like on the lookout for that because that happens to every
You
single
think it
girl.
because guys don't want to take a chance somewhere and just basically say what they got to say.
I think it's a little tricky for guys to shoot their shot without coming off
Here's the thing.
as creepy.
Creepiness and romance are such a thin line.
Yeah.
It's such a thin line.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, even
And
now,
guys-
today,
and
it's even
guys-
more.
The problem is a lot of guys watch these movies and they're like, I gotta be like that guy.
They
I
think
gotta be like the Notebook
they
guy.
think they could be smooth
No, but they end up coming across as creepy. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna scare
because
her.
language is hard.
I guess so, yeah.
Try to talk to somebody that you're not even interested in and be perfect in what you're saying. It's very difficult because you can judge people so fast. Look, this is another podcast, but can I tell you something?
Please.
It is a very difficult world to communicate with people. So everybody has to step back a little bit, I think, in today's world and quit taking everything so like literally, number one.
I'd agree with that.
And number two, relax a bit and try to bring fun back into everything. Not I feel bad or I'm too cautious or I don't want to take a chance or it is all stemming from this lack of physical talking in person. It's a lot of texting, a lot of emailing, a lot of internet where nobody really can see faces and understand or correct in the moment, by the way. Because for me, like doing stand-up is my favorite thing because I can do something, I can say it, and if I'm doing something wrong, I could see it. It's not working.
Yeah,
I can fix it.
Course correct.
Right? I can fix it. You can't do that with the text. I've had so many miscommunications, even with videos online, right? Because, well, we're living in multiple cultures and generations merging together.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So everybody thinks, this guy is coming off a different way. Well, take him in his context. He's 58. He's got very little hair left on his head.
He's trying his best.
But he's a good guy, and he kept a relationship going with a woman who's amazing for 34 years. Right there, you should give me the pass. Right there.
You got to pass for
Wait,
everybody.
what pass for what, though?
For making small mistakes.
Sure. You got to pass for your
Right? Small mistakes. So I didn't know about the tongue.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
We're
Hey,
still on that.
you
You
know,
trying to clear that up?
Yeah, I mean,
I think we did clear that up.
yeah. And then my whole thing about aliens and black holes and the association. All these things
Motherfucker.
should be cleared up.
The association's great. I love that. I
That's
love
what
that
this
we keep
podcast is
going
going to
back.
turn into. It's just called the
We
association.
should just go after associations.
Take them
Right?
down.
Yeah, very niche.
No. We
The
build them
gated
up.
community podcast.
We go after them, meaning we market to them. You should listen to our podcast. It's in support of your gated community.
Of the association.
Yeah. We'll call it the association podcast.
What's our goal?
Money.
We get paid those dues. Those fees go to us now.
Sponsored by
The Foxfire Homeowners Association.
yeah, or guys that put up gates all over the country.
Yeah, we can get like a gate.
We get sponsored by Turf Builder. We get sponsored by gate companies. We get sponsored by people who are servicing the communities.
Yeah.
More strict rules in the association lead to more work for these people that we are getting
Jobs.
sponsored by.
When it comes to jobs, it always comes down to
We
jobs.
start creating our own contracts.
There we go.
And more rules. We had more rules.
And
But
we run.
fun rules.
That's right.
Fun.
No pergolas. Boom.
The fuck's a pergola?
You think your pergola's grandfathered in? Think again.
Right. Inside joke on the association. Look at that. Mike's like, I don't even know what's going on.
Stop this recording. Stop it. We're done.
Well, Sean, it was good having you again.
Great to be here.
And then we're going to bring you back in another hour.
Great. Definitely stay
One more
tuned.
podcast.
Stay tuned for the Hallmark Channel 2022. I'll see you there.
Awesome.